So you can't put tape directly on the skin. What you have to do is you have to put a little bit of gauze around, and then you're able to put some tape there, and then you can put the gauze over and some tape. What Inoue's doing is he's basically somewhat building a cast around his hand with tape, which is illegal. You can't put it on the bare skin. And after I watched that video, I was saying, my God, like, it's a lot of tape that he's putting around to protect his hand. And then he's going to put gauze, more tape, and gauze again, and more tape. That's called double stacking. You cannot do that in boxing. I don't know who let him to get away with that in Nevada or wherever he fought. It's not right. I'm sure his punch is probably intensified by times 10.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So what you just heard was the voice of two-division world champion, Hall of Fame superstar, retired boxer, now colorful boxing pundit and analyst, Timothy Desert Storm Bradley, giving his thoughts and giving his expertise on the highly controversial situation that's taking place with three-division world champion, former undisputed world champion, now super flyweight title contender, Inoue, Japanese superstar boxer, who is 24 wins, no losses, no draw, 21 wins by way of knockout. He is 30 years of age, 5'5" with a 67.5-inch arm reach. He's going to take on undefeated, unified, WBC, WBO super bantamweight world champion, superstar boxer, Cool Boy Stephen Fulton, who is 21 wins, no losses, no draw, 8 wins by way of knockout. He is 5'6.5" with a 70.5-inch arm reach. He is 28 years of age. With that said, they're scheduled to face off Tuesday, okay, because they're fighting in Japan, July 25th in Japan, right? A massive fight. This is Inoue's attempt in the 4th weight class in the 4th division. This is Cool Boy's mega showdown, okay, in the superstardom. And there has been much controversy surrounding this fight as we get closer to this fight. We're only 2 days away from this mega fight. And there has been some issues that have surfaced as Cool Boy Steph, his team, has raised some concerns over the way Inoue wraps his hands, and they feel like he's stacking his hands, and he's in return creating a cast under his gloves, and that's giving him extra punching power. As you heard Timothy Bradley just give a demonstration to the video he saw of Inoue, Monster Inoue, getting his hands wrapped, and you heard Tim Bradley say that is a lot of tape that they're putting on his hands, and they're double stacking. And that's going to increase his punching power times 10. Okay, Timothy Bradley is a Hall of Famer. He's a colorful boxing analyst and pundit. Many people don't like Timothy Bradley because of his opinion. But Timothy Bradley, has always spoken his mind and spoken his truth, whether you like it or not, whether you think it's true or not. Timothy Bradley has always spoken his truth. And in this case, with this situation with Monster Inoue, Timothy Bradley retired, 33 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 13 wins by way of knockout. He's a 2-division champion, stood at 5'6" with a 69-inch arm reach. He only lost, get this, his only loss was to legendary 8-division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. And he had a draw with Diego Gabriel Chavez, okay? But prior to that, his only loss was to Manny Pacquiao, whom he beat the first time. They fought 3 times, and he lost twice to Manny Pacquiao. So Timothy Bradley is well educated within the sport of boxing. He's been around the sport of boxing. He understands the sport of boxing. And like he said, it's legal in Texas. It's legal in Nevada. And it's legal in Japan. It's not legal in the UK. It's not legal in most of the states here in the United States, but it's legal in Japan, and it's legal in a few states here in the United States. But what Timothy Bradley demonstrated is that Inoue is stacking his gloves, stacking his wraps by putting the tape directly to skin, then putting a layer of gauze, then putting a layer of tape, then putting another layer of gauze and another layer of tape. So he's stacking, which in return, again, is creating a cast. And so Monster Inoue is somebody who's known for their punching power. They're known for he's known for having big knockout power. And so Timothy Bradley is saying that now we have to question whether that knockout power was legit, or was it simply the fact that, he had been stacking his gloves, and because he's stacking his gloves, it's giving him an extra advantage, right? And so Timothy Bradley is stating that, we're going to find out, and we know Cool Boy Steph, his team, they're willing to pull out this fight if there's no adjustments made. If there's no adjustments made in the morning of this fight, when they go to wrap their hands and they don't make some adjustments, his team is saying that they are willing to pull out this fight. That's a huge risk that everybody involved is taking, because there's a lot of money on the line. Okay, there's a lot of reputations on the line. And Inoue, he responded by saying that Cool Boy Steph and his team are simply delusional, is what they stated. Okay, they said that they're being delusional and they're not being realistic. But you can see the video of him double stacking his gloves. And so people are saying that, it's not, some people are saying it's fair. Some people are saying it's not fair, right? Some people are saying it's not cheating. Some people are saying it is cheating, right? But what we can say is that you can clearly see, that, he's stacking his gloves. And if Cool Boy Steph and his team is not comfortable with it, then, there needs to be some adjustments made, point blank and period, right? If you don't have an unfair advantage, it's not giving you an advantage, then why is it dire need that you have to stack your hand wraps in that manner? Why don't you just accommodate the B side? As they stated, they have conceded to anything and everything that Inoue has wanted. And now they're asking that he not be able to stack his hand wraps. So you put one layer hand wrap of gauze, then you start wrapping with tape. Then you take it from there, right? But you best believe all eyes are going to be in the camera room and on Inoue as soon as he's getting his hand wraps. There's going to be 10,000 cameras on Inoue watching him getting his hand wrapped. And if he chooses to refuse to allow Cool Boy Steph to be, awarded discomfort and allow him to, feel comfortable going in the ring, his team at least, with the way he's wrapping his hands, we don't play the sport of boxing. One punch can change a boxer's life forever. So the people that's out there and the people that's claiming that Cool Boy Steph and his team are scared, no, it has nothing to do with fear. One punch from the weakest quote unquote puncher in boxing can change your life forever. So if you having an unfair advantage and they feel like you're building a cast to give you extra power, you're not hitting a baseball, you're not hitting a football, you're not shooting a basketball. You're hitting another human being, a physical being that has a family, has children, have loved ones. So this sport of boxing is already dangerous in itself without extra advantages. There need not to be any extra advantages. So if Cool Boy Steph and his team feel like they're not comfortable and they feel like there's an extra advantage given Inoue punching power, then this needs to be addressed, point blank and period. And everybody involved needs to make some accommodations to make Cool Boy Steph feel comfortable as he's going all the way to Japan. He's conceded at the B side and he's the unified champion. Well, give him that right. Give him that mental relief. Period. And for the people that's saying that Cool Boy is afraid, well, then you get in the ring and let somebody hit you with stacked hand wraps. And then I'm hearing people say, well, why didn't they negotiate this? Negotiate what? Maybe they didn't realize that he was double stacking his hand wraps prior to them signing the contract. Period. So Tim Bradley has a huge issue. He said it's giving Inoue 10 times the punching power he normally would have without being able to stack his gloves. That's a huge issue. If that to be the case, this needs to be adjusted and addressed. The sport of boxing is the wild, wild west. And then we talk about the safety of the fighters. Everybody loves to talk about the safety of the fighters. but nobody wants to do anything to prevent the fighters from getting injured. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going. What y'all think about Tim Bradley? Peace.